Chapter 15: Crafting Innovations and the Alchemist's Awakening. After buying raw materials, Akira headed home, determined to dive into his ambitious projects. Upon arrival, he informed Jarvis of his intentions and went straight to the crafting room, which currently only had a simple table and chair. Akira sat down and began the arduous task of transforming iron ore into iron bars. The process was painstakingly slow, consuming much of his energy and time. Eventually, exhaustion overtook him, and he fell asleep at the table. The next morning, Jarvis knocked gently on the crafting room door, waking Akira from his slumber. Groggy and with stiff muscles, Akira made his way downstairs to grab some breakfast. As he ate, Alfred, the voice in his mind, spoke up. "Master Akira, you have a new notification," Alfred announced. Intrigued, Akira mentally asked for the details. "Your crafting skill has upgraded to alchemy," Alfred revealed. Akira paused, the information taking a moment to sink in. He stopped eating, eyes widening in surprise. "Alchemy?" he questioned internally. "Yes, it likely happened because you spent the entire evening and night crafting the raw iron. Now, you possess the ability to control individual atoms, their electrons and protons. In short, you can create any element you want from any other element by manipulating their fundamental particles," Alfred explained. Akira was stunned by this revelation. The potential of such a skill was immense. He could essentially become a god in this world. Excited to test his newfound abilities, he quickly finished his breakfast and returned to the crafting room. Focusing on the iron ingots he had made the previous night, Akira began the process of turning them into steel. Previously, making steel required him to gather all the necessary raw ingredients, but now he could do it using just iron. As he worked, he noticed several limitations of his alchemy skill. Firstly, he couldn't create materials out of thin air, likely due to the low density of air compared to solids or liquids. Secondly, the process consumed a significant amount of mana, especially when transforming materials that were very different from the desired output. For instance, using wood to make steel required 20 to 30 times more mana and time than making steel from iron. Despite these limitations, Akira was thrilled with his progress. He spent a considerable amount of time converting iron into steel, completely absorbed in his work. Realizing he had neglected his workout routine, he decided to take a break and address the next phase of his home improvement plan. Heading to the roof, Akira used his abilities to build a square water tank, complete with a lid and a platform in the middle for the aqua core. He made a hole at the bottom of the tank and connected a pipeline to it. Manipulating metal with his alchemy skill was like shaping clay, allowing him to create precise and efficient connections. He installed several water taps where they were needed, with Jarvis and the goblins assisting him as he directed them. Next, Akira constructed toilets in the required locations and laid pipelines to carry all the waste to the backyard. Using his mana, he created 3 large holes and installed tanks designed to settle waste. He added doors to the tanks to allow future extraction of the waste for use as fertilizer. Finally, he connected the pipeline to the river, completing the sewage system. Once everything was in place, Akira carefully positioned the aqua core in the water tank. It immediately began filling the tank until it was fully submerged. He then opened the valve near the tank, allowing water to flow through the pipes. He checked for any leaks but found none, celebrating the success of his project. Fresh water would now always be available, a significant improvement in their living conditions. The project took the entire day, and as evening fell, Akira felt a profound sense of accomplishment. He enjoyed a hearty meal, and then went to bed, exhausted but satisfied with the day's achievements. The next morning, Alfred woke Akira with another notification. "Master Akira, your physical abilities have declined slightly," Alfred reported. Akira was puzzled, wondering what could have caused this decline. Alfred reminded him, "You skipped your workout for 2 days." Surprised that such a short lapse in his routine could have a noticeable impact, Akira realized the importance of maintaining his physical training. Determined not to let it happen again, he went downstairs for breakfast and then immediately began his usual workout routine. Akira noticed that the goblins had begun working out daily, inspired by his own consistent training routine. As a result, they improved physically and performed their duties more effectively. Together, they transformed the house into a well-equipped and comfortable haven. One evening, as Akira sat on the porch watching the sunset, he felt a deep sense of contentment. The challenges he faced as an adventurer were always thrilling, but the satisfaction of creating something lasting and beneficial was unparalleled. His journey was far from over, but with each day, he grew stronger, wiser, and more capable. With a smile, Akira looked forward to the future, knowing that whatever lay ahead, he was ready to face it head-on. His thoughts wandered to the golem and the cave he had discovered in the past. Determined to overcome this new challenge, Akira began plotting how to defeat the golem. He realized that a standard weapon would be ineffective. Slashing and piercing attacks wouldn't harm a creature of stone. Instead, he envisioned creating an explosive axe that could cause significant damage upon impact. Deciding on his plan, Akira headed to the city to gather the necessary materials. He purchased adamantite ore and mithril, spending a significant portion of his remaining gold coins. With only 4 or 5 gold coins left, dealing with the golem became crucial. Accessing the cave full of valuable ores would be essential for his growth, especially since he couldn't create rare elements like adamantite and mithril through alchemy. Back in his crafting room, Akira dedicated a considerable amount of time to forging the new giant axe. It was the most complex weapon he had ever created. He forged the blade from adamantite, weaving mithril veins through it to enhance its strength and conductivity. The principle was that upon impact, he would channel mana into the axe, triggering an explosion at the point of contact after the blade struck. Additionally, he designed the axe to create an explosion from the backside, providing extra momentum for powerful strikes. The axe was a masterpiece, showcasing Akira's skills and the potential of his alchemy. With meticulous attention to detail, he added enchantments to amplify the weapon's explosive capabilities. The alchemy skill proved invaluable, allowing him to manipulate materials with precision and creativity. As Akira inspected his creation, he felt a surge of pride. The axe was not only a formidable weapon, but also a testament to his ingenuity and determination. With this new tool, he was confident that he could defeat the golem and claim the treasures within the cave.